Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Julie Hutchinson with Capital Markets, Business Development at Amazon Web Services. Also joining us by phone in downtown New York City, we have Brandon Tepfer. He's Vice President of Data Americas at Nasdaq. We're going to learn more about the Nasdaq and AWS collaboration. It's great to have both of you with me. And Brandon, I'm going to kick it off with you. Nasdaq and AWS have collaborated on several key products throughout the years. How has that relationship developed?
Sure. Thanks for having me join, Jill. Really appreciate it. We've had a long and strong history of collaboration, actually. Back in 2008, Nasdaq and Amazon partnered to launch what we call Market Replay, which was really the first cloud-based historical market data service. This then led to a service we built called Data on Demand on top of the Market Replay. At the time, it was kind of the TiVo of the markets. We now call it the DVR of the markets. And Nasdaq really continues to influence what AWS is doing as well. They have a AWS Outpost review program, and we're constantly giving feedback that our clients give us and how we can actually integrate the use of their services within Nasdaq. So it's a nice approach we have.
All right, and Julie, it's a journey.
Cloud adoption is a journey, and we started working together 12 years ago with historic data in the cloud, and now we're really excited to work collaboratively on bringing real-time market data to the cloud and to the customers right to their applications anywhere in the world. So we're excited about the relationship, and there's more to come.
All right, now Julie, financial institutions are adopting cloud, especially when it comes to data and analytics. Why are you seeing this increased interest?
So the legacy architecture, the services, the infrastructure, it can't keep up. There's so much more volumes of data coming to the market today. There's all kinds of alternative data coming out as far as thinking about sentiment analysis and IoT data and satellite imagery, all different formats that are different from the market data that customers or the consumers are traditionally consuming. So what the cloud does is it unlocks the value. It helps the consumers organize the data. It helps them simplify the management of the data and make it a lot more cost effective.
All right, now Brandon, I'm going to throw it over to you. Nasdaq Cloud Data Service, how does this new service address market needs? Why now?
Sure. As everyone knows, data is the lifeblood of the financial market ecosystem. You know, we've been fueling capital markets, including fintechs, for quite some time. Our data is everywhere, from trading desks at banks to just look at your wrist with an Apple Watch. The service was built from client demand, and that's what's really important. We removed some cumbersome ways to access data, no hardware or leased lines needed for the setup. Our real-time cloud-based data service is a clean cloud API that's accessed over the secure internet. So clients are really looking to build apps with our data, and they need an easy way to get to it. They don't want to have to secure lines and take weeks and weeks and weeks to procure equipment where we could just give them access literally within an hour over the internet. And we started with some of our unique products that we offer, like Nasdaq Last Sale, Nasdaq Basic, and our Nasdaq Fund Network.
And Brandon, why AWS?
So they're clearly a leader in the cloud. When you think of the cloud, you tend to think AWS, and they really focus on delivering the right tools for the right job. Security is utmost importance to them, which is really near and dear to our hearts. Nasdaq customers have really been using AWS products for quite some time. They use them to collect, normalize, prep, analyze data, build it into visualizations, and we think that the end-to-end workflow really works well. It's important to note, though, that clients are not required to have cloud-based services to access our data. We're using cloud to deliver on-demand real-time data uniquely to them.
All right, Brandon from downtown, thanks so much for joining us. And Julie, of course, thank you for joining us from MarketSite. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.